If you've just been approved for your freight broker license, you're in the research phase, or you've been in business for a year or so now but haven't made much money, then chances are you're making or going to make at least one of these mistakes. Hey, what's up, car shipping rock stars? It's your girl Ashley from ReloGeek.com, and in this video, you're going to uncover 3 mistakes freight brokers make and how to avoid them. This list is in no way exhaustive, and perhaps in the future, I'll make another video examining other mistakes. However, to prevent you from becoming overwhelmed with too many tasks to focus on, we're only targeting these 3 mistakes. The idea here is for you to take action. So grab a pen and a paper and let's get to work. If you'd like the companion worksheet for this video, you can go to the link in the description to access it, or just click sixfigurebroker.com/mistakes to download it for free. Again, I'll put the link in the description. The first mistake I see freight brokers make is lack of focus. When you're a new entrepreneur, it's easy to think that you want to serve everyone in the world. The reasoning behind your thought process is if you can reach more people, you can sell more. If you sell more, you can make more. However, this thought process can be dangerous in the wrong hands. Yes, if you have a ton of money lying around for advertising, then you can in fact target any and everyone. Or if you have a self-liquidating offer on the other side of the advertisement and in a different industry, then yes, this can work as well because it then becomes a numbers game. But in the world of freight brokering, that's just not how this industry works. If you want to make money sooner than later, then I recommend you choose a focus. And the way you choose a focus is choosing what we call a niche. And a niche is just a specialization. There are many different freight broker niches and sub-niches, which are smaller niches inside the larger ones. And if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you know that I talk about one niche in particular, auto freight brokering. But there are others like flatbed, reefer, household goods, oversized, just to name a few. And within these niches, you could find sub-niches. For example, inside auto freight brokering, you have military, corporate relocations, and dealer moves, to name a few. The reality is there's unlimited sub-niches, especially in auto transport. And if you join my program Relo Academy, you will get access to over 25 profitable auto freight broker niches. The key thing to remember is that you need to choose a focus. So you know you lack focus is the mistake, and the way to avoid it is to choose a niche, right? But how do you do that? There are 3 things you must consider when choosing a focus. What do you think one of these things are? If you're like most people, you probably said profitability, but that's incorrect. In fact, any niche can be profitable under the right circumstances. And I'm about to give you the 3 things to consider when choosing a niche. Are you ready? So write this down. The first thing, will you have access to those people within the niche? If you choose a niche like military auto transport, but you have no access to that market, you're going to fail. So choose something you have access to. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing to consider is, do you actually have experience in that space? So let's keep with the military example. There are nuances to military moves, knowing how the government reimburses soldiers, knowing what can be reimbursed, knowing how the deployment process works. These are the things that you'll want to become familiar with or have some experience in if you want to serve that market to the best of your ability. Spoiler alert, the better you can serve the market, the more money you'll make. And then there's a third thing to consider. Do you have a drive or passion to serve this market? You can have all the experience in this space, all the access you want, but if you don't have the drive or passion to keep going when times get rough, then you're not going to do well. There will be growing period. They call them growing pains for a reason. A time when you want to give up. But if you don't have the drive to keep going, you'll quit. And quitting means failing. So choose a focus. Okay? That takes us to mistake number 2. Not focusing on marketing or focusing on the wrong type of marketing. So many new freight brokers are looking for ways to get clients fast. In many of my auto transport brokering videos, I talk about making money from day one. So it's no secret. And one of the ways that you can do this as an auto freight broker is buying leads. But leads have their place in the system, but it's not the only system. And in fact, it's not the best part of the system. Marketing is. So many freight brokers think that they can throw a few Instagram posts up, buy a few thousand followers to look legit, or that they could spam people in their DMs. No, no, and no. These methods do not work. Imagine this scenario. You're a well-paid freight broker. You're getting to work with dream clients every day. Imagine you wake up having people come to you asking you to choose them instead of the other way around. How would that feel? You would be happy, right? Well, that's the power of what I call leadership marketing. You want to meet your niche where they're at. You want to show up and be the expert that you are. You don't do that by throwing spaghetti at the wall. You do that by creating a strategic marketing plan. So I want you to write down a list of places people in your niche hang out. And if you don't have a niche, just choose one and then write down places where they hang out. What blogs do they read? What podcasts do they listen to? What social media platforms are they on? If your audience is not on Instagram, why are you posting there? You want to show up where your audience is. And then you want to position yourself as the expert. You do this by showing and not telling. Stop spamming people with your services. That's a desperate entrepreneur, a desperate freight broker. That's not you. You're an authority, an expert. So show up as one. Don't underestimate the power of marketing. Everyone wants to talk about sales and selling. And yes, being able to sell is great. But if you're great at sales and suck at marketing, you'll have trouble getting people coming to you. And if you're great at marketing and suck at selling, well, you have hope because you'll have people coming to you, and statistically, you'll convert a small percentage without much effort. And if you dial in your message and your selling skills like I teach you, then you'll have the entire piece to the puzzle. The last mistakes I see freight brokers make is not getting a mentor. Now I know you're like, well, this is where Ashley will pitch herself. And you might be tempted to close the screen right now, but resist the urge. And imagine this scenario for a second. Imagine if you were able to learn from someone who's been there before you, someone who's walked the path and made all the big, ugly mistakes. Imagine if you could ask them anything and everything as you grow your freight broker business. How much impact do you think it'll have on your bottom line? How much impact do you think it'll have on the success of your business, the growth of your business? Now imagine the flip side to that. Imagine you starting your business on your own. You jump headfirst into the business. How many mistakes do you think you'll make? How much overwhelm will you feel when it's time to make a decision and you just can't decide? When you have no one to turn to and your family is telling you to just quit. At the end of the day, you have two choices. You can dive headfirst into this business and wing it, or you can get a mentor who show you the ropes, who can guide you, and more importantly, a mentor who's there to support and encourage you on this journey. Don't underestimate that. Entrepreneurship is a lonely game, but you don't have to do it alone. And that's why I created my program, Relo Academy, to be that guide for you, to support and encourage you on your path to becoming a profitable auto freight broker, to give you all the knowledge you need to put yourself in a position to succeed. If you'd like more information about how I can help you grow your business, just visit ReloAcademy.com. I'll leave the link below. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. I'm Ashley from ReloGeek.com. Now get out there and make moves happen. I'll see you in the next video.